can turn these lights on. All right. Shalom, Yabashim Shabakta, Yahshua Allah Taba Hashem Yahshua to all the sisters. This is Isupk Goldsboro Sabbath service. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna begin in 1 second. Let me get something. Make sure y'all take the Sabbath service on YouTube, Facebook, and just share it. All right, share the class on your own personal pages. Make sure you like and share. Subscribe to Isupk Goldsboro. You understand? Listen something. Got it. All right, now for the again, you understand there's traditional things that we must do for the Sabbath service, but because we don't have all the necessary equipment, I'll just be talking us through those certain things. So now the Sabbath service is commencing. It's starting. We would start off by sounding the trumpet or blowing the horn. You understand? But because we don't have the horn right now, we can't do that. And then after we blow the horn, we will call it the first priest or the first reader, which is what we'll do now. The first reader will stand and present ourselves.
Ma'ashah ban Yahweh. Ban Yasha Allah.
Ma'ashah ban Yahweh, ban Yasha Allah.
Yahbashim Yahshabakta.
Yahbashim Yahshabakta. Step on, always from the left. Then we would sound the trumpet again. Then we would, at this point, also salute, you understand? And then, but we would drink the wine. We don't have the chalices right now, so we're going to skip that step as well. Then we would grab the scroll, and everyone in the room would salute the Torah, right? Without the Torah, we're going to skip that as well. And we go straight into doing the prayers, right? So everybody, Amayim, Wapayakwad, which means turn and face the east. And we'll start off with the Lord's Prayer.
Okay.
Take the rag, that's it. The rag.
All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kadash. Ayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malafaka. Taba'ah. Ratzayaka. Ayah. Aisha. Ba'aratza. Kawah. Ayah. Bashemayim. Nathanyanawa. Lacham. Cow. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawaf. Kasalaknawa. Kabawaf. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayanawa. Banasaya one. Abal. Hawashano. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Habala'a. Waha'ala. Wahavaparaf. La Awalayim Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Or structure. Come, God. This is the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'Shem. Yahweh Shah Baba Kashah. Nathaniel. Hakak. Lara Pa'ah. Kal Maka'ala. Wakal Marawa. Hakak. La Tahar. Ha Matazarayim. Hakak. La Hakwayim. Hamathiyum. Hakak. Al Rakawaf. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Ba'Hashem. Yahushua. The water Aman. In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. So be it. Prayer for the structure. It's the not it's the blessings. It's the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayak Allah. Wa Alayam. Matazaba'aya. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapium. Ha Saranyum. Ha Kwatazayoyim. Ha Koyoyoyim. Ha Akwapium. Yahweh Ba'Shem. Yahweh Shah. The water Aman. In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Psalm 121. Okay. This is the book of Psalms, Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al. Harayam. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Azari. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'arataza. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al Yanawam. Shamar. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al Yad. Yamyanka. Yamamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamar. Makal. Rai. Yashamar. Napashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Oh, Yashamar Taza'afka. Wabawafka. Ma'aitha. Wa'ai Alawam. In the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. Psalm 83. Okay, it's the book of Psalms, Psalm 83, the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka. Al Takarash. Wa'al Tashakwat. Al Kayahana. Awayabayaka. Yahama Yawan. Ra'ash. Al Amaka. Yara Yawama. Sawada. Wayatha Tazawaya. Al Tapawanyaka. Kawa,
La Kawa,
Wala Kayadim,
Wana Kiyadim,
Magayowa,
Magayo,
Wala Ayazakar,
Wala Ayazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya Natawazawa,
Kaya is Kaya,
Slaki, Kaya Natazawa,
is one word, Kaya is one word.
Oh, Kaya,
Kaya,
Natazawa,
Nawatazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakarawa,
Yakarawa,
Aliyaka,
Aliyaka,
Barayas,
Barayaf,
Yakarawa,
Yakarawa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashamai, Alaha Yum, Wa Yashamai, Alaha Yum,
Wa Yashima, Alahaya,
Mawaba,
Ma'awaba,
Wagarium,
Gregarium,
Gabal,
Ball,
Wayan,
Wayaman,
Walamak, Wamalak,
Wamalak,
Palashaf,
Palashaf,
Am Yashabaya,
Ayashabaya,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalaha,
Nalawa,
Amam,
Amman,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labayat,
Salah,
Selah,
Aisha Laham,
Asham,
Kamadiyan,
Kamadayan,
Kaisaya Sarah,
Kasaya Sarah,
Kabayan,
Kabayan,
Balako,
Banakal,
Kayash One,
Kayashuwan,
Nashadamuwa,
Nashadamawa,
Bayanda Ira,
Ba'ida Run Dariah,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adama,
La'adama,
Shayasamwa,
Shayat,
Nadayamawa,
Nadaya Mawa,
Karab,
Karab,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza Almanai,
because it's all Manai,
Ka Nasamawa,
Kal Nasamawa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarawa,
Amara,
Naya Sarah,
Naya Shara,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Atha,
Ath,
Na'athwa,
Na'athwa,
Alahayim,
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 Samwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagalaka,
Kagalika,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapaya Rakwa,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Ibra Yaira,
Dabia Ira,
Wa Kalabah,
Ma Kalabah,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Harayum,
Harayim,
Khan Darabama,
Khan, Dorada Pama,
Basaraka,
Basaraka,
Wasaba Wapapka,
Wasaba Wapafka,
Sabahalam,
Bahalam,
Mala,
Mala,
Panyam,
Panyat,
Panyahum,
Panyam,
Kuala
Kuala
Waya Bakwashwa,
Waya Pakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashawa,
Yabashu,
Waya Balawa,
Waya Balawa,
Aida Ai,
Aida Aid,
Waya Kaparawa,
Waya Kapara,
Waya Badwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya the Iowa,
Waya the Iowa,
Kaya Tha,
Ka'ayatha,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Alawan,
Alawam,
Alkaha, Arataza.
Alkaha Arataza, in the English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
Still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
thine enemies make a turmoil.
thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up thy head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have crafty counsel
Against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut off
let them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Yasha'Allah
That the name of Yasha'Allah
may be no more remembered.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Gabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword.
Has
also joined with them.
Has also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasam.
At the brook of Kasam.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles.
Make their nobles.
Like Oreb.
Like Oreb.
And like Zeeb.
Like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zebah.
As Zebah.
And as Amunah.
As Amunah.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy
Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
For trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sir. Sister Shashad needs to be seated. We can
start up here. And we're going to get right into it. We left off, we're going to start back off at Genesis chapter 6 and verse 7. So we're going to start off there.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 7 in the Hebrew. Amar, Yahweh, Amacha, Atha, Hadam, Ashar, Bara'athya, Ma'ayl, Panayah, Ha'adam, Ma'adam, Aid, Bahama, Aid, Ramash, Wa'ay, Iwapa, Hashamayim, Kaya, Nachamathya, Kaya, Ashid. Verse 8. Wanacha, Ma'aya, Chana, Ba'ayanaya, Yahweh, Pa. Verse 9. Laha, Tawalad, Nacha, Ayash, Ayakwa, Ayedaka, Samayam, Haya, Badathya, Badarathyawa, Atha, Ha Alahayim, Hasalada, Hasalaka, Nacha. Verse 10. Wayawalad, Nacha, Shalasha, Banayam, Atha, Shem, Atha, Chem, Wa'atha, Yapah. Verse 11. Wathashach, Haratza, Lapaniyah, Ha Alahayim, Wahamala, Haratza, Chamasa. Verse 12. Wayara, Alahayim, Atha, Haratza, Wahana, Nashachatha, Kaya, Hashachayam, Hashachasai, Hashachayas, Cow, Atha, Darachawa, Ayl, Haratza, Sa. Verse 13. Wayamar, Alahayim, Lanacha, Kwai, Cow, Bashar, Ba'ah, Lapaniyah, Kaya, Mala'ah, Haratza, Chamasa, Mapanayam, Wahanana, Mashach, Mashachasayam, Atha, Haratza. Verse 14. Ashar, Lad, Laka, Ashar, Laka, Kabatha, Itazaya, Par, Kwanayam, the Aisha, Atha, Hatabah, Wakapathara, Wakaparath, Atha, Mabayam, Salakia, Wamakawataza, Bakathara, Bakapara, Salakia. And that's the last.
Now just go back to verse 7 in the English.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 7 in the English. The Lord said, I will destroy man whom I created from the face of the earth.
All right. So now the Lord, remember, the Lord right now he is grieved with the decisions that we started to make even back in the days of Adam, because we, of course, being of the lineage of God's chosen people, we that was going to look at the women from other nations, from the children of men.
Right.
You understand, the sons of men, and we saw them as fair, meaning we looked at them as beautiful, which we shouldn't have. You understand? Like you gotta imagine the picture, right? Whereas before Adam, you had people all over the earth committing wicked atrocities everywhere.
Right.
You understand? Committing pedophilism, rape, incest, just thing. You understand? Just anything you could think of. You understand? They were doing it because they didn't have no law. You understand? It's almost like if you just put 10 children on deserted islands, just let them raise themselves. You understand? And that's what the law has saw. Right. So when he took Adam into the garden, he gave him a law. He gave him a way to live, things to do and things not to do.
That's right.
So those children, you understand, starting with Cain and Abel, who learned how to treat their parents, who learned who they should sleep with and who they should not sleep with.
That's right.
Who learned, you understand, what they should do by the way of the law, by the way of the Lord. They started to look, and I don't mean Cain and Abel themselves,
right?
But the sons of God started to look at the women who would have sex with their brother if they wanted to, who would have sex with their father if they wanted to, who would commit bestiality if they wanted to, and they started to look at them as beautiful, even though the things that they did were disgusting,
right?
Which is what we do today. It's the exact same thing we do today. You look at a woman who is on a stripper pole, who is selling her box, she's going to blow rod tonight for $50, and you look at her as if she's beautiful. She's the most beautiful thing in the world to you, but a woman who doesn't smoke cigarettes,
right,
and doesn't eat pork, and doesn't eat shrimp, you look at her as if she's, you could pass up on her. You understand? But that woman who, you understand, she's going to blow rod today for $20.
That's right.
She's the most beautiful, most valuable thing in the world. And that is why the Lord had to destroy the earth.
Right.
You understand? Because we decided that the women who weren't following the laws of God were better than the ones who were. You understand? And the Lord was grieved with that. And so now the Lord is going to destroy the earth. And he's going to start over. Keep going.
Come Both man and beast.
Both man and beast, keep going.
And the creeping thing. And the fowls of the air.
Meaning all of these things are going to get destroyed.
Right.
You understand? All of you tree huggers, all of you animal lovers and animal kingdom nation guides and all of that stuff who love all the animals, you better stop sleeping with whores.
That's right.
Stop celebrating Christmas.
That's right.
You love the birds so much, you better stop. Because them birds are going to die because of your wickedness.
That's right.
You understand? Them giraffes and them buffalo, they're going to die because of how wicked you are.
That's right.
Because of the things that you do, because what you do matters. It matters on the face of the whole entire earth. Right. And so you have to be full of what it is that you're doing. Keep going.
For repenteth me that I have made them.
For repenteth him that he has made him, man. You understand? Meaning the Lord is saying what? He's saying, hey, look, man. He made these people. He had high hopes for them.
Right.
But what he did is he didn't give. The Lord is saying he has to change something, which is what it means to repent. Can you grab me that water bottle right there? You understand, Baba Kushab? He's saying that the Lord is saying that he has to change something in the way that he made man or made his children. You understand? Because the way that he made out, it ain't working. You understand? The water. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 8. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord.
But there was a man. You understand? There was a man who the Lord found grace in, man.
Right.
And it was Noah. You understand? Noah followed the law. Noah did what his father taught him to do, man.
Right.
You understand? And Noah found grace in the Most High, man. Which is some sense of hope. Christians love to have hope so much. You should have hope in this, man.
Right.
When you're not smoking weed and you're not selling drugs and you're not being a whore or a prostitute or a thief or a murderer, you should have hope that even in all of the wickedness that we living in, even in all the bad times that we going through, you should have hope and faith that maybe the will find grace in you.
That's right.
You understand? And that should be the thing that keeps you going. You shouldn't come in the truth thinking that, oh, life is going to be perfect. That all of a sudden you come in the truth and you're going to get rich. This isn't a get rich money scheme.
That's right.
You should have hope in yourself. You understand? Hope that because you decide to change your life, that maybe the Lord will find grace in you as he found it in Noah. Keep going.
Okay, verse 9. These are the generations.
Now we're going to get into the generations of Noah. You understand? Meaning his lineage, his family. Keep going.
Okay. Noah was a just man and perfect.
Noah was a just man and perfect, man. You understand? Keep going.
Okay. In his generation.
And his generations, meaning after his children. Meaning Noah wasn't just a just man in his teenage years. Noah was a just man when he had children.
Right.
He was a just man when his children had children. When his children that had children had children. Generations on down, Noah was a just man. He didn't turn 630 years old with gray hairs all over his face. He said, you know what? Pass me that blunt, young stunner.
Right.
I'm old. I'm 86 years old. If I want to eat a piece of pork, I can eat a piece of pork.
Right.
Noah ain't do that. Noah 86 years old, and Noah still ain't had a Bentley.
That's right.
He still ain't got that Corvette that he been working for 38 years. He still ain't got it. You understand? He still ain't a rich man, but he kept his integrity in the Lord, man.
That's right.
You understand? Keep going.
And Noah walked with the Most High.
What does it mean to walk with the Lord?
It's like it means he followed the Lord. He followed it.
He did what the Lord said to do, man.
That's right.
When Noah walked, you seen the Most High, man. Because you seen what how the Lord created us, man, which is how we should be, man. It's how your children, it's how you want the children to be, right? You go to that parent teacher conference, and you always when you get in trouble in school, the teacher always say you represent your whole family. You understand? When you acting out in class, they say that's your family, right? And that's how we should be, man, because you do represent your family when you're in them schools. But when we on this earth, man, every day and every second of our life, we also represent the Lord.
That's right.
You understand? And this is a way that we should conduct ourselves, man. And under Isupk, under Commander General Yohana, we learn how to conduct ourselves, man. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 10. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and then Japheth.
You understand? And Noah had his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Keep going.
Verse 11. The earth was also corrupt before the Most High. And the earth was filled with violence.
And the earth was corrupt and filled with violence, man. What are they saying today? That America is corrupt.
Right.
You understand? And ain't just America. They say the goddamn Nigeria is the most corrupt country on the face of the planet. You understand? The whole earth is corrupt.
Right.
Everywhere is filled with violence. Children getting elderly people getting killed in Buffalo, New York.
Right.
It's been 263 mass shootings this year.
That's right.
Alone. And we were 6 months in, 7 months in. We got 5 more months to go, and we already at 200 mass shootings in America. You understand? This place is corrupt. It's filled with violence, man.
Right.
The lies that is told in this place. How many lies are we gonna tell in this place? Back in the 1980s, being a gay man was considered a mental illness. Now all of a sudden, you understand, being gay is an alternative lifestyle.
Right.
And I was just with a sister, man, and of course, she got confounded when I said, well, if being gay was considered an alternative, a mental illness, then where is the research and studies scientifically that states that being gay is an alternative lifestyle?
Right.
Where's the studies at? You understand? Like, where's the like if being schizophrenic or depressed, if that is still a mental illness,
right,
or disorder within a person, then the only way for them to prove that being depressed is not a mental illness and is actually just natural. You can actually choose to just be depressed, and it's an alternative lifestyle. It's just like a herbal pill you could take. It's right. Safe. For them to prove that, they would have to do the studies and the research and conduct experiments and tests to prove that being depressed actually doesn't harm the body. It actually doesn't harm your brain cells. It actually doesn't cause dysfunctions within your body for us to accept the fact that being depressed isn't a reason why a person should take a pill.
Right.
Isn't a reason why a person should seek counseling.
isn't a reason why a person should go and get help. But we have that evidence yet. Right. So as it stands today, depression is a mental disorder. It's something that people have to seek treatment for.
That's right.
So now, if being gay was a mental disorder and it was something that people had to seek treatment for, then where is the test that proved that being gay does not affect your psychological state? Where is the test that being gay hasn't affect your body in a negative way?
Right.
Where is it? Where is the state that at? Because all we see is that gay people commit suicide.
That's right.
All we see is that gay people now want to kill themselves because of the trauma that they had as children has never been dealt with.
Right.
Now all we see is trauma happening in the gay community. They going in schools and shooting up children because they're gay, because they were molested as a child. You understand? There has been no test. And so now, and the conversation I had was that it's no sweat. You want to be gay, do whatever the hell you want to do. But where is the test? Where is the proof that being gay will not affect my children in a negative way?
Right.
Where is the psychological data that proves that being gay will not harm my child's psychological state before you put it on a goddamn TV screen? Before you teach it in a goddamn school class, before you push it on them? Where is the evidence that my child won't blow their brains out because of what you're pushing on them? Because you wouldn't push them drugs. Right. Oh, Salaki, I forgot. We in America. You did give them vaping. You did tell them to vape instead of smoking cigarettes. Right. You told them to smoke that hookah pen. You told them to do that. And then now, 10 years later, you telling them, stop vaping. It's going to make you have a hole in your throat. How many lies are we going to tell our children, man? This place is corrupt, man, and it's filled with violence, man. And that's why America has to burn, just like the Lord had to destroy the earth in the days of Noah, man. Right. Because the people here don't. What feels good? You want to have sex with a man as a man. It feels good to you, so you push it on your children. You want to smoke weed and cigarettes, and you want to put a metal rod in your mouth and blow smoke out of it. And it makes you feel good, so you do it. And so you a grown man inside of some club putting you putting a plastic rod in your mouth and doing tricks. You blowing, look how many circles I can blow. All over the place, and you a grown ass, you're supposed to be a killer.
Right.
I ain't never seen no killer in the car getting ready to murder somebody, and he, 1 second, let me blow some O's. Let me see, I could do a volcano in my mouth. Just gay.
Right.
Just weak, man. You understand? All the killers, when everybody loved the Spartans in 300, you want to be a kick a nigga down the hole. When the hell you seen Leonidas stop and say,
right?
Never. But you put a rod in your mouth, but because it's made of tobacco, you think that this rod is okay to blow. You understand? Then you wonder why so many of us day to day, man. All of it is connected, man. But where is the research, man? Where is the scientific data that shows that this alternative lifestyle that they push on our people is not going to harm my children? There hasn't been one.
That's right.
There hasn't been studies that showed that being gay is actually okay. You understand? But being gay makes America feel good. And so they'll teach your children gay because they need somebody to be gay with. You understand? People don't like to smoke by themselves.
Right.
They don't. Don't get it misconstrued. They always looking for somebody else to smoke with. You trying to match? You don't got no weed? Well, just smoke with me. Just hit me back later. You got $5? You got $3? Just smoke with me. You could buy me some McDonald's? Just come and smoke with me. Because people don't like to do wickedness by themselves, man.
Right.
They don't like to just be wicked by themselves, and they can't be themselves. And because the Lord got to destroy this place. Keep going.
Verse 12. And the Lord looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth, man. Meaning it wasn't the Lord. Like, don't get the Christian church treats the Lord in such a disgusting way, man. Right.
The Lord is a father, man. And like any father, he knows what his children are gonna do. You understand? Like I know what my children are gonna do. Right. I know they're gonna be bad. And you understand? because I know that they're going to be bad, does that mean that I should not raise them up to be perfect? No, it doesn't. I know my children is going to spill some juice. I know my children is going to use the bathroom on themselves. I know my children is going to get bad grades in school. I know it's going to happen. But does that mean I shouldn't discipline them? Does it mean that I shouldn't put them in timeout because they talk back? I know that they're going to talk back. I'm very much aware and 100% sure that my children are going to have attitude problems. Right. They're going to have temper tantrums. It's going to happen. But when it happens, and I know it's going to happen, they're going to get disciplined for it. And the Lord is the same way, man. You understand? Yeah. So, well, why would the Lord put weed on earth? Then wouldn't he know that we going to smoke it? Of course he knows your dumb ass is going to smoke it because you're an idiot. Of course you're an idiot. You understand? But does that mean that the Lord is going to give you lung cancer because you're an idiot? No. He's going to use, you're the only dumbass on earth. And he's going to use your idiotic ass to give you cancer so the rest of his children can live. Right. You understand? So people can learn from your idiotic mistakes. And that's what the Lord has to do. You understand? But the Christian church believes that the Lord just creates all things good. Everything that the Lord touches is good. And if you happen to get cancer from smoking cigarettes, oh, that's the devil. Now, see, that wasn't the Lord. Well, your dumb ass don't know that that's the Lord too. That's right. You know, the Lord hates evil for idiots like you, who wants to neglect the good things that he did give you. You want to be like Eve in the garden. You understand? You want to be like Christians and Muslims and every other Negro on the face of the planet Earth who believes serving some gay God is better than serving our true power, Yahweh, man, in the Hebrew, man. Right. You understand? And because of that, the Lord got to discipline us. Keep going.
Genesis chapter 6, verse 13. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me.
The end of all flesh has come before me, man. Meaning the way that y'all living today has to change. Right. It has to stop. Because you love wickedness more than you love righteousness. And you and the Lord, you know the generations, man. Noah's children knew what happened in the days of Adam. Right. They knew what happened in the garden. They knew what Eve did, man. But yet we still decided to just go and party and have sex and just be gay and use drugs and celebrate Christmas and birthday parties and disobey the Most High that created us because it makes us feel good. You understand? Because we are just so lustful in everything we do. Just the most lustful bastards on the face of the planet Earth, man. Right. You understand? But think that we have dominion over animals, man. Think that we're supposed to be able to rule over things that's less than us, man. When the things that we do are so disgusting. What animals do is right. Animals don't try to talk. Animals don't try to look up into the sky and build the ships and go to the moon. They don't try to do that. A dog, he do what a dog do. He bark and he eat and he fight whenever somebody tell him to fight and he defend his home. That's it. And he go find him a woman and he go, and I'm not a woman, he go find him a female dog and he go make babies. And that's what a dog do. It's simple. And that's what the Lord made him do. A giraffe grow up and they eat the leaves off of a tree. And that's it. Then they go find them a female woman or a female giraffe, and then they make babies, man. Right. Because that's what the Lord created them to do. Well, the Lord didn't create you to be to be a gay person. Right. The Lord didn't create you for that. The Lord didn't create you to put some wooden rod in your mouth and blow it and blow O's like some sissy, like some sassy girl. You understand? You so sissified, man. A wood stick in your mouth and blowing O's with it. Right. Come on with that nonsense, man. Keep going.
Come. Mm-hmm. For the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
He gonna do what?
Destroy them with the earth.
He gonna destroy them with the earth, man, because you neglected the earth. Right. You neglected it. And so now the Lord gonna use it to destroy you. Y'all be so scared of hurricanes and tornadoes and floods. Right. When you don't understand that the Lord is when next time you see a flood, you should just walk out and drown. You should just go do it. Just go out there. Just stand outside. You understand? Don't run away from the tornado. The Lord is sending it to kill you because you believe that sleeping with men is better than. The Lord is sending it to kill you because you believe that eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster is so good that you just got to do it even though the Lord told you not to do it. So the next time you see a tornado, just jump inside of it. Nice. Just go and fly. Just test your luck. Just go. I mean, Christians have faith anyway. Just go test your faith in God and go jump in the middle of a tornado. You understand? Why not? Oh, that's harsh, isn't it?
Right.
That's a harsh thing to say. Really? I'm harsh for saying, right? For jumping in front of a tornado because you're gonna die? Well, goddamn. I mean, well, how harsh is it for somebody to hand you a cigarette that says you will die?
Right.
It says this cigarette that you're about to smoke will cause. How harsh is it for them to take a black and mild is worse than 10 cigarettes? But yet you go in there with a dollar bill and you hand them a dollar bill. You can't even get a cheeseburger with that dollar. Something that you need.
Right.
Nutrients, amino acids, fatty acids, and protein and cholesterol. You can't even get things that you need to survive for a dollar. But you can go in there and you get a black, which is it's worse than 10 cigarettes.
Right.
And it's going to kill you. The next time you see a tornado, just jump inside the tornado. I mean, goddamn.
Right.
What the hell is the difference? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in and shall pitch it within.
Meaning this is the type of wood. Now the Lord is starting to give Adam instruction, man. You understand? Which is what the Lord gave us. And because we didn't follow it, now the Lord is giving Adam the instruction to start building this ark. Because he's going to destroy this place, man. And the ark that Noah is building is the Isupk today.
That's right.
The Isupk is the ark of the earth, man. And this ark is being built all across the country, man.
Right.
All across the nation, across this whole earth. The Isupk is building its ark. And it's going to, where the ark is going to be built. That's right. And it's going to close. Them doors are going to be closed shut. And now is the time to get inside. So if you're watching these classes and you sitting at home thinking that you just gonna be an individual like and just watch them online, you better get inside these classes, man.
That's right.
You better call that number. Go to isupk.com and find out the nearest city, the nearest school near you. Call that camp leader and get into them classes, man. You understand? Whether you a trooper and you in the ranks, whether you a sister, or whether you just want to be a brother that just be a civilian in the school, man. But you better get in because this is the ark of the Most High in today's terms, man. Keep going.
Okay. With pitch.
All
right, so verse 15.
Go ahead. Now we're going back into the Hebrew. If you want to follow along in the Hebrew, you're reading from the Blue Letter Bible, right? Okay. And it has it in the Hebrew and the All-Syrian text, man. And that's what we're reading right now. Keep going.
Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 15.
Also, Salaga, if you're watching this video, make sure you subscribe to the Isupk Goldsboro channel and you like the video. Make sure you like the video, leave comments, and share this video with everywhere on the face of the planet Earth, man.
Yeah, I'm right.
You understand? Keep going.
Okay. Book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 15. In the Hebrew. Wazahah, Ashar, Ta'aisha, Hatha, Shalash, Ma'arab, Marwab, Amar, Arak, Hataba, Chamashimyam, Amar, Rachaba, Washalashalyam, Amar, Quabamatho. Verse 16. Ihara, Ha'aisha, Ha'aish, Lathaba, Wa'ala, Ama, Thakalan, Malama, Ila, Wapathaka, Athaba, Baida, Thashiyam, Sakhatham, Manayam, Shanayam, Salaki, Washalashiyam, Tha'aisha. Verse 6, verse 17. What in the ya? Ha nanaya. Mabaya. Atha. Hamabawal. Maya. Ail. Ha'aratazar. Lashachath. Cow. Bashar. Ashar. Baywa. Raha. Chayayam, Matachai, Makatha, Hashamayim, Kal, Ashar, Baratazah, Yaganai. Verse 18. Wahachwam Taya, Atha, Barayath Thaya, Athak, it's like Waba'ath, Allah, Hataba, Atha, Wabaniyad, Wabanaka, Wa'ashafika, Wanashaya, Banayak, Athak. Verse 19. Wamakal, Hachaya, Makal, Bashar, Shanayam, Makal, Thabaya, Allah, Hataba, Lahachayth, Athak, Zakar, Wakwaba, Yahayawa. Verse 20. Maha'ayab, Maha'aywapa, Lamanyanawa, Wamana, Habahama, Lamayana, Makal, Ramash, Ha'adam, Lamayanawa, Staniyam, Makal, Yabawa, Alayak, Lahachayawa. Verse 21. Wa'atha, Chachwa, Laka, Makal, Ma'akal, Ashar, Ya'akal, Wa'asapath, Alayag, Yahweh, Slakia, Wahaya, Laka, Walaham, La'akala. That's the last one.
Kind of adding them back to 14.
Kind. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 14 in English. Make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark, and shalt pitch it with and without the pitch. Verse 15. Fashion which thou shalt make it of, Salakia. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits.
And it's going to be 100 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits tall, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 16.
And a cubit is like the length of the farm. It's about like from here to here, something like that. Keep going.
Come. A window shalt thou make to the ark, and in a cubit shalt thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shalt thou set in the side thereof, with lower and second and third stories shalt thou make it.
The ark had 3 stories to it. Keep going.
Come. 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh wherein.
To do what?
To destroy all flesh wherein.
The Lord brought the waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, man.
Come.
You understand? Keep going.
Come. Where is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die.
So anything that's in the earth shall die. Meaning what? If you're not in the ark, then you're going to die.
That's right.
You understand? What do you think going to happen today? What do you think will happen this time?
Right.
You understand? Same thing. If you're not in the truth, Lord be with you.
Good night.
Keep going.
Okay. Verse 18. But with thee will I establish my covenant.
But with who?
But with thee I will establish my covenant.
But with thee I will establish my covenant, man. You understand? With Noah and with his survival, with his lineage, he's going to establish his promises, man. Keep going.
Come. And thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, thy wife, and with thy sons' wives with thee.
Meaning 8 people survived the flood.
Right.
Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That's 4. Noah's wife, Shem's wife, Japheth's wife, and Ham's wife. 8. 8 people survived the flood. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
And of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort thou bring into the ark.
2 of every sort shall thou bring into the ark. Why is it 2? That's my guess. Why is it 2? Of every line of every dog, sis. Yeah, but why? Yeah, it's a male and a female each, so that they can get on there, get busy, and then create more lions.
Right.
And more rhinoceroses. And I don't know if rhinoceroses is the plural of rhinos. Rhinoceri. That's Hebrew, man. I don't know what that is. But they create 2 of everything, man. Not 2 male dogs.
No.
It ain't gonna work. You take 2 male pit bulls on there, them male pit bulls, for one, gonna kill each other.
Right.
For 2, after that's it. No more dogs on the face of the planet Earth, man.
Right.
You understand? Keep going.
Okay. To keep them alive with thee, they shall be made male and female.
Good night. I mean, if you can't get more planet to do what?
To keep them alive.
To keep them alive. Meaning, if the Lord was trying to not keep them alive, what would they do? They would just, LGBT it up.
Right.
They would. If the Lord wanted people to die, he would just say, alternative lifestyle. Get on that boat and just men with men. Leave all the women out. You understand? Or women get on the boat and leave all the men out. And they would just LGBTQPRS it up, all of that boat. And they would survive the flood. And then when the flood stopped, everyone would be dead.
Right.
There would be no one on the boat left but carcasses and skeletons. But hey, man, they would have had the time of their life on that boat. They would have had a great time. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 20. Of fowls after their kind, and of cattle after their kind. Every creeping thing of the earth after his kind.
Meaning, even dogs can't be gay.
Right.
It's not in their nature to do it, simply because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
It doesn't make sense for them to be gay, because they can't procreate by being gay. At some point, a male dog has to have sex with a female dog.
Right.
Otherwise, dogs would just go extinct. Keep going.
Come. 2 of every sort, it's like 2 of every sort shall come unto thee to keep them alive. Verse 21. And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather to thee, and it shall be food for thee and for them.
Right, meaning the Lord is giving Noah instructions on what to do to gather food so that they can have something to survive off. All right, now we're done, right?
Oh, back to Hebrews.
Yep.
Come. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Wayasha, Nacha, Kakal, Ashar, Iwa. I mean, it's like it. Tazawa, Athawa, Alahayim, Kana, Khan, Aisha, Sa. That's the end of Genesis chapter 6. Next verse. It's the book of Genesis chapter 7, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Lanacha, Ba, Atha, Wakal, Bayathak, Allah, Hathabah, Kaya, Akar, it's like it. Athak, Ayah, Ra'ayathaya, Tazadah Ayakwa, Tazadah Yakwa, Lapanaya, Badawar, Hazaha. Verse 2. Makal, Habaham, Hatahawra, Thakwacha, Laka, Shabai, Ayash, Wa'ashathawa, Waman, Habaham, Ashar, La'ah, Tahara, Ra, Ha'ah, Shanayim, Ayash, Wa'ashathawa. Verse 3. Gama, Ma'ewa, Hashemayim, Shabbai, Zar, Wanakwaba, Lachayaw, Lachawayo, Zarai, Il, Panayah, Kal, Harataza. Verse 4. Kaya, Layamaya, Iwad, Shabai, Akaya, Mamatayar, Il, Harataza, Arabayoyom, Yawam, Wa'ara Ba'ayim, La Yala, Wamakwaya Thaka, Slack, Wamakwaya Thaya, Atha, Kal, Hayakoyawa, Ashar, Aishayathoya, Ma'il, Panayah, Ha'adam. Verse 5. Wayash, Nakha, Kakal, Ashar, Tazawa, Yah. Verse 6. Wanakha, Ban, Shasha, Ma'awath, Shana, Wahama Ba'al. It's like Wahama Bawal, Hayaha, Mayam, Il, Ha'arataza.
All right. Start back at 5 and 22.
Okay. It's like it's 6 and 22.
Yeah, 6 and 22. Sorry.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 22 in the English. Thus did Noah, according to all that the Most High commanded him, so did he.
So Noah followed orders. You understand?
Damn right.
Keep going.
Okay.
Verse 7 and 1.
Okay. Book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteousness before me in this generation.
So the Lord is telling Noah, you understand, I see righteousness within you and your family. And so because of that, you come inside of my ark.
Right.
Meaning what? Like, what's so heavy about what the Lord just said to Noah?
Because righteousness in your family, you get to be saved.
Also, that's correct, but also what? Like, who built the ark, first of all?
Oh, it's like Noah built the ark.
Noah, man. Was that an easy task to do? No, people looked at Noah like he was crazy. Getting all that wood, the gopher wood from off the trees, chopping it down, sanding it down, putting it together, nailing it together. You understand? Tying wood planks together, building them windows. You understand? Doing all the stuff he did, and he did it with him and his sons, and they thought that he was crazy. Right. But it took a lot of work to build, and even after all the work he built, what's so heavy about what the Lord said? Think about what he just said.
That you will be saved, your generation, your
like you would expect that, right? He did. What else would you think? What did the Lord say about the ark?
That those in it would be saved.
Yeah, he did, but for time's sake, he said that it belongs to him still. You understand? It's his ark.
Right.
You understand? He said, read it one more time.
Book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation.
Keep going.
Verse 2. Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female, and of beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female.
Keep going. And meaning what? What does it mean that it's clean or not clean?
Sir, these are and unclean animals that cannot be.
Right. You understand? Meaning we need more food, so you take more of the cow, right? More of the cattle. You take more of the chickens, things like that. The beasts that you can't eat, like a rhino, just take 2 of them. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 3. Of fowls also of the air by sevens, the male and the female, to keep me alive upon the face of the earth. Verse 4. For yet 7 days will I cause it to rain upon the earth, 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth.
And it's going to take 40 days after the Lord floods the earth in 7. After he floods the earth in 7, then in 40 days, everything is gone. You understand, man? That's ample enough time. If you floating around for 40 days, you ain't going to make it. You understand? Right. I don't know if you're going to survive 40 days in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It ain't really possible. You understand? You're either going to die from starvation or your spirit going to kill you. You're just going to jump. You understand? Keep going.
Okay, verse 5. And Noah, according to all that the Lord commanded him. Verse 6. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. Okay, so back in the Hebrew, sir. Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 7, in the Hebrew. Wayaba'ah, Nacha, Wabanayawa, Wa'ashathawa, Wanashaya, Banayawa, Athawa, Allah, Hatabah, Mapanaya, Maya, Hamabawal. Verse 8. Manah, Habaham, Hataha Walra, Hatahawra, Wamana, Waman, Habaham, Ashar, Ayanana, Tahara, Waman, Ha'aywa, Wakal, Ashar, Ramash, Ayel, Ha'adam. Verse 9. Shanayam, Ba'awa, Allah, Nacha, Allah, Hatabah, Zakar, Wanakwab, Ka'ashara, Tazawa, Alahayim, Athah, Nacha. Verse 10. Ayah, Lashabai, Hayamaya, Wamaya, Hamabawal, Hayawa, Ayal, Ha'aratazah. Verse 11. Bashanath, Shashah, Ma'awath, Shanah, Lachia, Nacha, Bachadash, Hashanaya, Bashabai, Ayash, Ashar, Yawam, Lachawad, Lachadash, Lachadash, Bayawam, Hazaha, Banachwayawa, Kal, Ma'ay Yawam, Ma'ayina, Tahayam, Tawayam, Baha, Wa'arath, Wa'arabath, Wa'arabath, Hashemayim, Napanath, Chewa. Verse 12. Wayahaya, Hagasham, Ayal, Haratza, Arabayam, Yawam, Wa'ara Ba'ayam, Layala. Verse 13. Ba'atazam, Hayawam, Hazaha, Ba'ah, Nacha, Washam, Wacham, Wayapath, Baniyah, Nacha, Wa'ashath, Nacha, Washalashath, Nashaya, Banayawa, Atham, Allah, Hathabah. That's the last of the 7, sir.
John, you go ahead.
Gonna count. The book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 6 in the English. And Noah was 600 years old when the flood of waters was upon the earth. Verse 7. And Noah went in, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him in the ark, because of the waters of the flood. Verse 8. Of clean beasts, and of beasts that are not clean, and of fowls, and of everything that creepeth upon the earth. Verse 9. There in two unto Noah into the ark, and the male and the female, as God had commanded Noah. Verse 10. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the earth, that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. Verse 11. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Verse 12. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. That's the in the English.
You didn't read. You read 13.
Oh, sloppy. Book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 13 in the English. In the self same day entered Noah and Shem and Ham and Japheth, and the sons of Noah and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons with them into the ark.
You go to verse 14 now.
Okay. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 14 in the Hebrew. Hamaha, Wakal, Hachaya, Lamayana, Wakal, Habaham, Lamayana, Wakal. Excuse me. Hasharam, Harasham, Haramash, Il, Haratza, Lamayana, Wakal, Haiwap, Lamayan, Kal, Tizapawa, Tizapara, Kal, Kana. Verse 15. Wayaba'awa, Allah, Nacha, Allah, Hathabah, Shanayam, Makal, Habashar, Ashar, Bawah, Rawah, Chayayam. Verse 16. Wahabayim, Zakar, Wanakwa, Makal, Bashar, Ba'awa, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Athawa, Alahayim, Wayasagar, Yahweh, Ba'adawa, Wayahaya, Hamabawa, Hamabawal, Araba'ayam, Yawam, Il, Harataza, Wayarabawa, Hamayam, Wayashawa, Da, Hatabah, Watharam, Ma'il, Harataza. Verse 18. Wayagabarawa, Hamayam, Wayarabawa, Ma'ak, Ad, Il, Haratza, with a lad, with a lock, Hatabah, Il, Panayah, Hamayam. Verse 19. Wahamayam, Gabarawa, Ma'ad, Il, Haratza, Wayakasawa, Kal, Haharayam, Hagabahawa, Hagabahayam, Ashar, Thakatha, Kal, Hashamayim. Verse 20. Aishara, Amah, Malama'ila, Gabarawa, Hamayam, Wayakasara, was Wayakasawa, Haharayam. Let's see first. What did I leave off, sir?
Where did you start?
I'm about 21, I think. So, was it 14?
Where did you start
at? I thought it was 14.
You started at 14?
And I started at 13. No, I stopped at 13. Yeah. So
you started reading at 14.
Oh, count. So, yeah, that's the last one. All right.
Which one are you reading right now?
Genesis 7 and 21.
If you started at 14, then it should stop at 20.
Oh, count. Slack.
You started reading at 14, or did you?
Yeah, I started reading at 14.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, I'll do 21.
No, I stopped at 20.
Oh, count. So,
go back to 14 then.
Count. The book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 14. They and every beast after his kind, and all the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and every fowl after his kind, every bird of every sort. Verse 15. And they went in unto Noah into the ark, 2 and 2 of all flesh, wherein is the breath of life. Verse 16. And they that went in male and female of all flesh, as the Most High commanded him, and the Most High shut him in.
And the Lord closed the door. You understand? Ain't no more chances for anyone to get into the ark.
Right.
There ain't no more chances for anyone to come into the truth and to accept the gift that the Lord gave us, which is the breath of life.
That's right.
You understand? It's done. Done deal. Keep going.
Come. Verse 17. And the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and bare up the ark, and it was lifted up above the earth. Verse 18. And the waters prevailed, and were increased greatly upon the earth, and the ark went upon the face of the waters. Verse 19. And the waters prevailed exceeding upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered. Verse 20. 15 cubits upward did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered. Verse 21.
Now you read back in the Hebrew.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 21 in the Hebrew. Gawa, will you ga wa will you ga wa? Kal, Bashar, Haramash, Il, Harataza, Ba'aiwad, Wababaham, Wabahayam, Wabachaya, Wabakal, Hasharataza, Il, Ha'arataza, Wakal, Ha'adam. Verse 22. Kal, Ashar, Wish, Rawak, Chayayam, Ba'apayawa, Makal, Ashar, Bacharab, Mathawa. Verse 23. Wayama, Atha, Kal, Hayakwayawa, Ashar, Il, Panayah, Ha'adam, Ma'adam, Aid, Bahamam, Aid, Ramash, Aid, Ayopah, Hashamal, Wayamachawa, Manah, Ha'aratza, Wayashama, Wayashar, Akah, Wayashar, Ak, Ashar, Athawa, Bathaba. Verse 24. Gabarwa, Hamayam, Ayel, Haratazar, Shayam, Wama'ath, Yawam. That's the end of Genesis chapter 7. Mm-hmm. Book of Genesis chapter 8, verse 1. Zakar, Alahayim, Atha, Necha, Wa'ah, Kal, Hachaya, Wa'af, Kal, Habaham, Ashar, Athawa, Bathaba, Wa'aitazak, Wa'ayaba, Lahayim, Rawacha, Ayr, Haratza, Wayashabawa, Wayashakawa, Hamayam. Verse 2. Wayasakara, Wayasawa, Ma'ayinawa, Ma'ayinath, Tahawam, Wa'arabawa, Ra'araba, Hashamayim, Wayabala, Agasham, Manah, Hashamayim. Verse 3. Wayashabawa, Hamayam, Ma'ayr, Haratza, Halawak, Washawab, Wayachasa Rawa, Hamayam, Makwatza, Hamashya, Hamashyam, Wama'af, Yawam. Verse 4.
We stop at 3. Go back.
Oh, count that.
Seven and verse 21.
Okay. The book of Genesis, chapter 7, verse 21. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle, and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man.
Every man. Now remember, this was something that the Lord has said that this was going to happen. He told it to Noah.
Right.
Noah tried to tell, you understand, everyone, you understand, into the truth.
That's right.
And after it happened, you understand, it's done. The Lord kept his promise and destroyed the earth.
That's right.
And so now you got to understand one thing. Here we are again. The Lord is going to destroy America.
That's right.
The Lord is going to overturn the tables that were upside down on us, you understand?
That's right.
Where the Lord is saying this, and the prophets and the priests and the Isupk are going out on them street corners and telling you that this is going to happen.
That's right.
You got to know that when the Lord says something's going to happen, he's going to do it.
Damn right.
You understand? He ain't going to go back on his word. And just like then, you understand? You got men in the earth who choose to trust in what the Lord said and to start following his orders. And then you got men who decide to go do whatever the hell it is that they
right.
You understand? But at the end, we know one thing: the Lord is going to do what he's going to do.
That's
you
right.
go in a history of any civilization, any nation, and they all have a flood story.
That's right.
I forget what's the name of that the eldest civilization known to man that they have in records today. I forget the name of them.
Are they in Africa, sir?
It was somewhere in that area, but I know that they counted using their fingers, which is why we get a 60-second numbering system, right? Because of the 3 sections on our fingertips, they would count by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the other finger down, we keep counting. Which, if you do that all the way down to 5, would be 60, which is why we got the 60-second numbering system. But with their civilization, they started in one section near the water, and they had to keep going backwards because the glaciers in the water started to melt. Well, that melting was what came from when the Lord flooded the earth.
Right.
You understand? And so the water level started to rise again, and they had to keep going back and back and back because of all the water that was on the earth. If you go to China, they have a flood story, and what their people were doing. You understand? All these nations have a flood story, and what was going on during that time. Of course, they weren't called Chinese people then,
Right.
because Lot had not happened yet to create Ammon and Moab. So, but their people still have a flood story to this day. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 22. All in whose nostrils was the breath of life, all that was in the dry land died.
All of whose nostrils was the breath of life. You understand? And whoever was in the dry land, they all died. You understand why? Meaning, like, they had the breath of life in them. They had opportunity to follow the law, but they decided to not get on the ark.
Right.
As simple as that. It didn't matter what they were, how much money they had, whether they was popular or whether they was rich or whether they was poor.
Right.
All they had to do was get on the ark. You understand? And all you have to do is get into these classes.
Damn right.
You understand? No sweat. They died. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 20. And every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth. And Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. Verse 24. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days.
Meaning the waters stayed on the earth for 150 days. Now remember, the Lord said after 40 days, everything would be dead.
Right.
So imagine 40, then another 40, then another 40. You understand? Everything is gone, completely wiped away. Keep going.
Okay. Look at Genesis chapter 8, verse 1. And the Most High remembered Noah, the living thing, and all the cattle that was with him in the ark. And the Most High made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters assuaged.
Meaning the Lord put the waters, made a gust of wind to come and push the waters back into their boundaries.
Okay.
You understand? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 2. The fountains also of the deep and the windows of heaven, and the rain from heaven was restrained. Verse 3. And the waters returned from off the earth continually. And after the end of the 150 days, the waters were abated.
Meaning that they were gone. You understand? They went back into their boundaries. The waters that belonged in the ocean went back. The waters that belonged in the rivers went back. The waters that belonged in streams and in waterfalls went, and it abated, meaning it stayed there. It didn't overflow. You see this even to this day. You be seeing them. We had a bad hurricane storm in North Carolina about 4 years ago. I think the whole city of, what was that city? It was like New Bern or something like that. It was a city that was like completely engulfed in water. It was like they was done, right?
Yeah.
And you see them bridges and roads that used to be roads completely just covered in water. But then I give it a week, and then the bridge is back. Give it a week, and then the streets are back. You understand? You see the roads again, and it's breathtaking because how the hell?
Right.
It was just flooded. Now the streets are back again. It was the same thing back then. You understand? The Lord he flooded the earth, and then he pushed all the waters back into where they belong. Is that it? That's it?
Yeah, come on.
We stopped at 3.
Come.
All right, for time's sake, we're gonna clip it up there. You understand? And then we're gonna get to closing this thing out. Let me see some.
Genesis 8:3. Make a note.
Okay. All right, so now here we would sound the trumpet again, and then we would, if it was another reader, if we had another brother who could read, then we would, of course, salute him, and then he would drink the wine, and then we would Torah again, and then sound the trumpet one more time, and then at that point we would close out with the prayers, which we do now. So you would have everybody to imagine.
So everyone in the room, imagine. Akodam, Wapaya, which means turn, face the east. We're going to go into the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakuka, Taba'ah, Ratzayaka, Hayah, Shah, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathaniel, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Sabayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalaka, Wahala, Wahapaparaf, La Awalam, Aman.
In the English, our Father,
which
art in heaven,
hallowed
hallowed
be thy name.
thy kingdom
Thy
come,
kingdom come,
thy will be done
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our
as
debtors.
we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but
but
deliver us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the
glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Prayer for the power.
Okay. It's the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah,
Baba Kushah,
Baba Kushah,
Nathaniel,
Nathaniel,
Hakak,
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 Lara Pa'ah,
Laura Pa'ah,
Kal Maka Allah,
Kal Maka Allah,
Wakal Marawa,
Makal Madawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Latahar,
Latahar,
Ha Matazari,
Ha Matazari,
Hakak,
Hakak,
La Hakoyim,
Lahakway,
Hamathiyam,
Hamathiyah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Al Rakawaf,
Al Rakawaf,
Hatama Allah,
Hatama Allah,
Lagarashan,
Laura Shah,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shah,
Thawada Aman,
in English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shah.
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
Please give us the power,
please give us the power,
power to heal,
the power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
all manner of disease,
all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the leper,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean
the
spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out,
to cast them out.
in the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Prayer for the destruction.
Oh, like I said, the curses, the blessings, curses, count. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Man Allah.
Wa Maki Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazaba'ah.
Matazaba'ah.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Ha Alawatyu.
Ha Alawatyu.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Katazadoyim.
Ha Katazayoyim.
Ha Koyayoyim.
Ha Koyayoyim.
Wa Hakawathim.
Wa Akwathim.
Yahweh Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Thawada Aman.
Thawada Aman. In English.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
Captains.
The captains.
Officers.
Officers.
Troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalm 121.
Okay. The book of Psalms, Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah. Ayanya. Ahaharayim.
Al-Arayim.
Mahayim.
Mahayim.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azaria.
Azariah.
Azaria.
Azariah.
Ma'ayim.
Ma'ayim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aishah.
Shamayim.
Shamayam.
Wa'arataza.
Aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Ragalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamar.
Anah.
Anah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
La'ah.
Yashan.
Yashan.
Shabamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala. Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yanka.
Yamawam.
Yawawam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah Yakaka.
La'ah Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayah.
Balayah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yamash.
Yamashka.
Makal Rai.
Makal Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athanapaka.
After the Pascha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar. Yashafka.
Yashamar Tafa'atka.
Wabawaka.
Wabawaka.
Waba Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'aitha Alawam. Wa'aitha Alawam.
Wa'ai Alawam. In the
Okay.
English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From which cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Will I suffer thy foot to be moved?
He that keepeth thee
Thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yahshua
he that keepeth Yasha'ala
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
83.
Okay. Okay, this book of Psalms, Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Aldama Yalaka. Ta'a Thakarash. Wa'al Tashakwat. Oh. Kayahana. Awa Yahama Yahwan. Ra'ash. Al Amaka. Ya'ara Ya'amwa. Sawada. Why after what Taza was like it? Why after Tazawa? Al Tazapawanyaka. Amarawa. Lakawa. Wanaka Magayawa. Wala Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Now it's the wa. Laba. Yakarawa. Alyaka. Barayath. Yakarawa. Alahaya. Adawam. Yashamai Alayam. Ma'awaba. Wagarium. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'alamalak. Palashaf. I'm Yashabaya. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Zarawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aisha Laham. Kamadiyan. Kasaya Sarah. Kayabayan. Banakho. Kayashwan. Nashadamawa. Bayan Da'ara. Diamond. La Adama. Shayatamwa. Nada Yamawa. Wakazab Abba. Wakazabak. Wakaza all ma'ana. Kal Nasa Slakin. Kal Nasa Kamayawa. Ashar. Amarawa. Nayasha. Nanawa. Af. Na'awaf. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayatamwa. Kagalaga. Kakwash. Lapanyo Raka. Kaash. The Ira Yaira. Wakalaba. Talahat. Harayum. Kantarada Pama. Basaraka. Wasaba Wapafka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panya Halam. Kalawan. Wayabakashwa. Yahweh. Yabashua. Wayabalawa. Ayai. Wayakapara. Wayabadwa. Wayadaiwa. Kayatha. Shamka. Yahweh. Labadka. Alawan. Alaka. Harataza.
In the English.
Okay.
Keep not thy silence.
Oh
Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. Be not still.
Oh Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. The name of Yasha'Allah. May be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles. Like Oreb. And like Zeir. Yea. All their princes. Like as a Ba. And as a Muna. Who said. Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh my power. Make them like a will. As a stubble before the wind. As a fire burneth for wood. Flame
on fire.
And as the flame set the mountain on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
Make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Sar. Like here is when we would blow the horn and we just slew out.
Yeah, no, you're right. We would blow the horn and then we would salute out.
Okay. But
Sister
just shot. Men of Israel, Sar, turn and face the teacher. Men of Israel, give one courtesy salute unto the teacher. Israel, Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat,
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yazmatah, class dismissed. Oh, slacky. Sisters, stand, Yashab. Brother Sar, turn and face the sister. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim. Yazmatah, class dismissed.